Hello everyone. Have you ever met someone who learned English in just 1 year, while another person studied for 5 years and still struggled to speak? Why does this happen? Is it because some people are naturally smarter? Do they have a special talent? Or do they simply have more free time? The answer may surprise you. Most successful English learners are not geniuses. They are not born with special language abilities. They simply use better methods. Today, I want to show you how you can learn English much faster than you think. But first, let me tell you a short story. There was a young man named David. David dreamed of working for an international company. Every job he wanted required English. So he bought 3 grammar books. He downloaded 5 language apps. He wrote hundreds of vocabulary words in a notebook. Every day, he studied for 2 hours. After 1 year, he knew many grammar rules. He could explain the difference between the present perfect and the past simple. He knew more than 2,000 English words. But there was one problem. He couldn't speak. One day, a tourist stopped him on the street. The tourist smiled and asked, "Excuse me, could you tell me where the nearest bus station is?" David understood every single word, but he froze. His mind became completely blank. Please subscribe my channel and like the video. I will promise to make original content for you. After a few seconds, he simply smiled and said, "I'm sorry, I don't speak English." The tourist thanked him and walked away. David felt disappointed. He asked himself, "Why can't I speak? I've studied English for a whole year." That evening, he searched online for successful English learners. He watched interviews with people who became fluent. Something interesting caught his attention. Almost none of them talked about memorizing grammar rules all day. Instead, they talked about listening every day, reading stories, speaking without fear, learning useful phrases, thinking in English, practicing a little every single day. David realized something very important. He had been studying English, but he had not been using English. There is a huge difference. Imagine buying a guitar. You read books about music. You memorize every guitar part. You watch hundreds of videos, but you never touch the guitar. Will you become a great guitarist? Of course not. English works exactly the same way. You cannot become fluent by only reading about English. You must use English. You must hear it. You must speak it. You must read it. You must think in it. Many students spend years translating every sentence into their own language. This habit makes speaking slow and difficult. When someone asks a simple question, the brain starts translating English to your language back to English. By the time you finish translating, the conversation has already moved on. Fluent speakers do something different. They understand English directly. They think in English. That is why they answer quickly and naturally. Now, here is another question. How do children learn their first language? Do they begin with grammar books? No. Do they memorize thousands of vocabulary words? No. First, they listen. Every single day. Then they copy what they hear. They repeat simple phrases. Little by little, their vocabulary grows naturally. This is exactly how you should learn English. Listen first. Understand second. Speak third. Grammar comes later. That does not mean grammar is useless. Grammar is important. But grammar should support communication. It should not stop communication. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes. They think, if my grammar isn't perfect, I shouldn't speak. This is one of the biggest mistakes. Making mistakes is not failure. Making mistakes is practice. Every fluent English speaker has made thousands of mistakes. The difference is simple. They kept speaking. So today, I want you to make one promise. Stop waiting to become perfect. Start using English today. Speak even if your sentences are short. Read even if you don't understand every word. Listen even if it feels difficult. Small progress every day becomes amazing progress after 1 year. In the next part, we will discover the first powerful habit that helps millions of people learn English much faster than traditional methods. Let's continue. Welcome back. In the first part, we learned that studying English and using English are 2 different things. Now, let's look at the first 3 habits that can help you become fluent much faster. Habit 1. Learn phrases, not just words. Imagine you learn these words. Book, water, go, happy. They are useful, But can you have a conversation with only these words? Probably not. Now look at these phrases. I'm looking for a good book. Can I have some water, please? I have to go now. I'm really happy today. These are real sentences that people use every day. Your brain remembers ideas better than isolated words. That is why learning phrases is much more effective. For example, don't memorize only the word busy. Instead, learn these expressions. I'm busy right now. I've been busy all week. Sorry, I'm a little busy. One word becomes several useful sentences. This is how fluent speakers build their vocabulary. Here's a simple challenge. Every day, learn 5 useful phrases instead of 10 random words. After 1 month, you will know more than 150 practical expressions. Imagine how much easier conversations will become. Habit 2. Listen every single day. Many learners say, I can't understand native speakers. The reason is simple. They don't listen enough. Listening is like exercise for your brain. The more you listen, the stronger your understanding becomes. Don't wait until you understand everything. Listen first. Understanding comes later. You can listen while walking, while cleaning your room, while traveling, while exercising. Even 15 or 20 minutes every day can make a huge difference. At first, everything may sound too fast. Don't worry. That is completely normal. Remember when you first learned to ride a bicycle? It felt impossible. But after enough practice, riding became natural. Listening works the same way. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Try listening to the same short audio several times. The first time, you may understand only a few words. The second time, you notice more. The third time, entire sentences become clear. This simple habit trains your ears much faster than always listening to something new. Habit 3. Read stories instead of only grammar books. Grammar books teach rules. Stories teach language. When you read a story, you see grammar naturally. You see vocabulary in context. You understand how people really speak. Imagine reading this sentence. Tom opened the door quietly because everyone was sleeping. Without studying grammar, you learn words like opened, quietly, and sleeping. Your brain connects them to a real situation. That is much easier than memorizing long lists. Let's hear another short story. Emma wanted to improve her English. Every evening, she read 1 page of a simple English story. At first, she needed a dictionary every few minutes. She felt slow. But she didn't quit. After 2 weeks, she noticed something amazing. She was using the dictionary less often. After 2 months, she could finish an entire chapter without translating every sentence. One day, she watched an English movie. For the first time, she understood many conversations without subtitles. She smiled and said, "The stories really worked." And they did. Because stories train your brain to understand English naturally. So tonight, instead of reading grammar for 1 hour, try reading a simple English story. Even 10 minutes is enough. Remember this. Learn phrases. Listen every day. Read stories consistently. These 3 habits alone can completely change the way you learn English. In the next part, we'll discover 3 more powerful habits that will help you speak more confidently and think directly in English. Welcome back. So far, we have learned 3 powerful habits. Learn phrases instead of single words. Listen to English every day. Read simple English stories. These habits build a strong foundation. But now it's time to take the next step. Let's discover 3 more habits that can help you speak English with confidence. Habit 4. Speak every day. Many English learners say, "I'll start speaking when my English is better." Unfortunately, that day never comes. Think about a baby learning to walk. Does the baby wait until they can walk perfectly? No. They fall down. They stand up again. They fall again. Little by little, they become stronger. Speaking English works exactly the same way. You don't become confident by waiting. You become confident by speaking. But I have nobody to practice with. That's okay. You can still practice. Talk to yourself. Describe what you are doing. For example, I'm making breakfast. The weather is beautiful today. I need to finish my homework. It may feel strange at first, but this simple exercise trains your brain to think faster in English. Another great idea is to read aloud. When you read silently, your eyes work. When you read aloud, your eyes, brain, mouth, and ears work together. This helps improve pronunciation much faster. You can also record your voice. Listen carefully. Notice your mistakes. Then record yourself again. Each recording will sound a little better. Remember, progress is more important than perfection. Habit 5. Think in English. This habit changes everything. Many learners hear an English sentence. Then they translate it into their native language. Then they think of an answer. Finally, they translate their answer back into English. This takes too much time. Instead, train your brain to think directly in English. Start with easy thoughts. When you wake up, say, "Good morning. I'm feeling great. Today will be a productive day." When you look outside, think, "It's sunny. It's raining. The sky looks beautiful." When you eat lunch, think, "This tastes delicious. The soup is hot. I want some water." Don't worry if your sentences are simple. Simple English is real English. Every fluent speaker started with simple sentences. As your vocabulary grows, your thoughts will naturally become longer. One day, you'll notice something amazing. You'll answer questions without translating. That's a huge milestone. Habit 6. Be consistent. Many people study English for 5 hours on Sunday. Then they don't study again until next weekend. This is not the best way to learn. Your brain loves repetition. 20 minutes every day is much better than 5 hours once a week. Imagine two students. Student A studies 3 hours every Saturday. Student B studies 25 minutes every day. After 1 month, who will improve more? Usually, student B. Because daily practice creates strong memories. Here's a simple daily routine. Morning. Listen to English for 10 minutes. Afternoon. Learn 5 useful phrases. Evening. Read 2 pages of an English story. Night. Speak to yourself for 5 minutes before sleeping. This routine takes less than 45 minutes. But if you do it every day for 6 months, your English will improve dramatically. Don't try to learn everything in 1 week. Learning a language is like planting a tree. You water it every day. You don't expect it to become huge overnight. But after months of care, it becomes strong and beautiful. Your English works the same way. Every day matters. Every page matters. Every conversation matters. Never think, "I only studied for 20 minutes today." Instead, think, "I am 20 minutes closer to fluency." Keep moving forward. Keep practicing. Keep believing in yourself. In the final part, we'll learn the last habit, hear an inspiring success story, and discover how these 7 habits can completely change your English journey forever. Welcome back. If you've watched the previous parts, congratulations. You have already learned 6 powerful habits that can help you learn English much faster. Now, let's discover the final habit. Habit 7. Enjoy the process. Many people think learning English must be difficult. They force themselves to study. They become tired. Then they quit. But successful learners do something different. They make English part of their daily life. They watch YouTube videos in English. They listen to podcasts while walking. They read stories before going to bed. They change the language on their phone. They follow English pages on social media. Little by little, English becomes a natural part of their day. When learning becomes enjoyable, you stop counting the hours. And when you stop counting the hours, you learn much faster. Remember this. People rarely quit something they truly enjoy. So don't make English your enemy. Make it your friend. The story of Michael. Let me tell you one last story. A young man named Michael lived in a small town. He dreamed of traveling around the world. But there was one problem. He couldn't speak English. Every time he saw foreigners, he became nervous. He wanted to say hello. He wanted to start a conversation. But fear stopped him. One evening, he made a decision. He said, "For the next year, I will practice English every single day." He didn't promise to study 5 hours. He didn't promise perfection. He promised consistency. Every morning, he listened to English for 20 minutes. Every afternoon, he learned 5 new phrases. Every evening, he read 1 chapter of an easy English story. Before sleeping, he spoke English to himself for 10 minutes. Some days were exciting. Some days were difficult. Sometimes he felt like giving up. But he remembered why he started. After 3 months, he noticed he could understand short conversations. After 6 months, he watched simple videos without subtitles. After 9 months, he joined an online speaking group. At first, he made many mistakes, but nobody laughed. Everyone encouraged him. 1 year later, something amazing happened. Michael traveled to another country. At the airport, he spoke English with confidence. He asked for directions. He ordered food. He talked with travelers from different countries. For the first time in his life, he realized that English was no longer a school subject. It had become part of his life. When he returned home, people asked him, "How did you become fluent so quickly?" Michael smiled and answered, "I didn't look for the fastest shortcut. I simply practiced every day." Final message. Now it's your turn. You don't need to be the smartest person. You don't need an expensive course. You don't need perfect grammar from the beginning. What you need is one decision. Start today. Learn a few phrases. Listen every day. Read stories. Speak without fear. Think in English. Practice consistently. And most importantly, never give up. One day, you will look back and realize that all those small daily efforts changed your life. Your English will improve. Your confidence will grow. New opportunities will appear, and you'll be proud that you never stopped. Thank you so much for watching. If this lesson helped you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who wants to learn English faster. Keep learning. Keep improving. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, and have a wonderful day. Hello, everyone.